Rob's longtime nemesis.
Oh boy.
God.
Bob Griffin, RG3.
Wait a minute. Was I trending
Y'all Roberts
today?
be
earlier?
tripping.
You were trending hard from like 8 a.m. Pacific till about 2 p.m.
Crazy.
Pacific. And that's because, and this is something we mentioned a little bit yesterday, Angel Reese got the cover of the NBA 2K WNBA edition, right? Now, obviously, when that happened, there was some blowback on social media because she's a very polarizing player. And one person photoshopped Angel Reese, that cover, depicting her as a monkey. So very racist, very inappropriate, very disgusting what we saw. RG3, in an attempt to, I guess, defend her from the trolls, put out a tweet, and I'm going to read part of it for you. You guys let me know what you think. He says, quote, "All right, this has got to stop. There's no place for racism in this world. Whether you like a player or not, Angel Reese should never be called or depicted as a monkey. I've been quiet on the Angel Reese front because she shared a video that aided in my wife, kids, family, and friends receiving death threats, threats of physical harm to my family and friends, and threats of sexual violence to my children on social media and beyond. This will never be okay with me." And then he goes on to continue, because remember, he famously said that Angel Reese did not like Caitlin Clark. And here's what he said.
That's what her camp said.
He said, quote, "People in Angel's inner circle called me and told me I was right. And Angel Reese has grown to hate Caitlin Clark because of the way the media is always asking her about Caitlin and being constantly compared to her. Some people make it about race, but I never did and never will." Guys, there's a lot to unpack there.
There is. There's more, too.
And then he adds later, I mean, this is about 4.5 paragraphs. But he says, Angel Reese or any black man or woman should never be called depicted as a monkey ever. Stop it. If you hate Angel Reese because she's black, you're the problem. If you hate Angel Reese because you are a Caitlin Clark fan, don't turn it racial. There's no space for racism in this world. A few hours later, Angel Reese put out a statement saying that he's lying. He doesn't know anybody's inner circle. This is all made up.
Right.
But, guys, just your thoughts on this whole
That was her
situation.
mom.
Can
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
what? No, I'm going to say here's my biggest thing to start. First of all, you don't have to be involved in everything that people are talking. Like, you don't have to respond to everything. But that's number two. Number one, why would you retweet a racist picture like that and give it any more exposure or life?
Bro.
Kelvin, am I wrong?
Man.
How do you retweet that picture? No, if you want to, if brought to your attention something, I'm not going to give the person who just did that more exposure by putting it on my timeline and my millions of followers or how many
Exactly.
people he has. What is he thinking?
So first of all, right? I mean, there's so many layers to this. So we're going. This is going to be one of those times where we're going to double dutch back and forth. Volleyball. I mean, like a volley in tennis. We're going to go back and forth because as I say something, you're going to be like, "Oh, that's a great point," and then you say something. So Robert Griffin III. A couple of things I'm looking at. Rob, you and I both know you longer because you've been doing this longer and you've been more on the journalistic side. But you know that I know people. I know you know people, and you know this from a journalistic standpoint. You don't have to share everything. Some things you just, hey, you get it, you say, all right, cool, appreciate that. You don't have to share everything. And this is what I'm starting to see is happening, Rob, with a lot of ex-athletes who are now trying to get into the journalistic side of things. They're feeling like, oh, let me prove how much of a journalist I am. And to me, sometimes they're shooting themselves in the foot. So for him to go, ooh, I'm so much of a journalist, I know her inside say they don't like her. She doesn't like her. And it's like, what? Oh, does she have to like her? Like, as long as there's nothing crazy and in person, like, they're competing. What's the issue? That like what you don't have.
You know what, Kelvin? Real quick, I want to say this. Piggyback. Who was the guy, Rob G? You might remember it. You remember that he met KD at a Christmas party and an off-the-cuff comment, and he put it out in public. You remember that? It's a couple years ago.
I do remember.
Like that.
Like
it was like a private conversation.
Yeah.
And
was that Michael Rappaport who did that?
No. Was it Jason Williams? On ESPN? Do you remember that?
I do remember the story. We have to. I want to try to get it right. So
look it up, Rob G. Look it up for me.
But you get what I mean, Rob. You know, okay. So somebody allegedly told you. You said, but what is it? Ooh, they told me she don't like her. Okay. So then you couple that with what you just mentioned. You retweet something that only had from a spot that only has like 35 followers. Some trolling little thing, And now you put
Right.
out there for the minions who don't like Angel Reese, not for basketball reasons, but for racist reasons, you've given them fuel to add to the fire. So you made a nothing thing a something thing. And that's what's disappointing there. And he continues to jump in these things and to me add things that weren't necessary. And to the point of why can't Angel Reese just simply be on the NBA 2K cover and that be that? Why does it have to be, well, Caitlin Clark should have been. Do you know how many people are NBA covers, NBA players as well, that necessarily weren't winners? Luka ain't won nothing. Devin Booker ain't won nothing. Damian Lillard ain't won nothing. Carmelo didn't win anything. And there's a bunch of people, meaning Angel Reese is having a great little season for her right now. The last handful of games she's averaging 19 and 15. She's playing well. So why does it have to be what she's doing tied to Angel Reese? He should be too adult for that to be playing that game. So I think that's the crazy part for me when I look into this is him. Oh, I heard she doesn't like her, and that's like petty stuff. And I think that, again, that's what you get some of these guys who are jumping into the journalistic world trying to prove, ooh, I'm breaking stuff. Like, okay, but you don't have to say everything. Some things can just be somebody just, Rob, yo, Rob, you sitting in the clubhouse back in Kansas City, man, that dude, I can't stand him. And you said, oh, I just don't like him because of blah, blah. All right, cool. Like, you didn't have to go make a headline out of everything.
No. And it was Jay Will, Rob G. Do you have the details? Wasn't it at some party or he ran into Kevin Durant? He went on ESPN.
Yeah, he said that they had a story where they had a Christmas party confrontation about a comparison to Giannis, and then Kevin Durant called that an effing lie.
Yeah.
It's just
you don't
that's
need
my
to
thing.
do that.
Right? You get conversations, people talk. You don't have everything's not a thing. And again, and he goes on here, and then he does like a whole. Even though you were disrespectful to my family, he said, I'm quoting him here, I never attacked her or her family when I stated and backed up with clear basketball evidence that Angel Reese hates Caitlin Clark. Like, what? First of all, you're talking about just why are you bringing up her emotions about somebody else? Then he goes on, people in her inner circle called me and told me I was right. Her mom jumps out and said you were wrong. I'm just disappointed. And somebody, again, mentions the fact that this is a page that had 35 followers. You with your 2 million followers, here you are putting this out there and now creating a storm that was not a storm. RG3? RG, please, what I'm about to start with. RG, please relax. RG, please put the phone down. RG, please, at times it's okay to just mind your own business.
And sometimes when my phone is buzzing and people are like, I'm dead serious now. When I'm trending, I already know. And we had some hot takes and whatever.
Right.
Not for a minute did I think it was one of the takes.
You knew what it is. Listen,
I didn't.
At some point, Rob, we'll talk off the air. I got some money on it. We might as well make some shirts that say Rob was right. And people will know what they're talking about. Just say Rob Parker was right. And people will know what that was referring to. But I guess that's what I'm just disappointed is that he's not allowing my last point real quick. Angel Reese is having a cool moment. She's playing really well right now. She's breaking records as far as most consecutive games of 15 rebounds or more. And she's on the NBA 2K cover and her shoe just dropped, Rob. And instead of having this, wow, I'm having a good moment, good little season right now in my life. Here he comes adding this random, she hates her, and tying everything about my life to her. Part of the reason she might not like him is because everything I do is subsequently tied to her. All right,
It's
RG,
absolutely crazy.